Okay, in order to do the single USB holder in the 4x4 hoop, again you're going to need the same similar things. You're going to need the 4x4 hoop with the no-show mesh stabilizer. You're going to need a snap set, color threads. I'm going to do the floral one, so the color threads I'm going to use is I'm going to use the white, green, pink, and yellow for the flower. Okay, my fabrics, I need to have one piece, which is 3 inches by 5 inches for the front, or for the main fabric. You're going to need one pocket, which is 3 inches by 6 inches, folded in half and crisply pressed. And then my lining is going to be 3 inches by 4 inches long. So let's go ahead and go to the machine. This one should be a lot faster. Okay, this time I've loaded the hoop, and I've loaded white 50 weight embroidery thread, cotton this time, it's like a sewing thread, in my needle, and I'm going to stitch the outline first. Okay, this time we only have one pocket, so I'm still going to extend this line out with a pencil just to make it easier for me to see it. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do is lay down my background fabric, and that's going to be my 3 by 5 inch piece of fabric, and I need to make sure I'm going to put it right side up and make sure it covers all of the seam lines by about 1/2 inch, or by about 1/4 inch, so you've got a good seam allowance all the way around. And I'm going to do color stop number 2, which is going to tack down this fabric. And the next thing it's going to do is stitch down my colors. So it's going to start doing my pattern. So the first color it asks for is green, which is now color stop number 3. Okay. I'm going to speed this part up because all we're doing is the 3 color stops, which is 3, 4, and 5. 3 is green. 4 is going to be pink for the flower, and the center of the flower is number 5, which is yellow. So now we're going to, next is going to do the tack down of the pocket. So over here I am going to put the top of the pocket even with those lines that I made before. And just stick it down. Put that underneath the foot though. There we go. Since it's only one, I'm just going to hold it down. Now it has made a placement at the top of the pocket for the ribbon. So I'm going to get a little bit of painter's tape and tape down that ribbon. Right over the mark. Right there. Okay. And tack down the ribbon. And now I'm going to tuck the ribbon into the pockets. I'm just going to tape that down to hold it. Okay, now I'm going to put my lining on. So I'm going to put the lining so that it is right sides together. But I want it to go over the top seam line, taping away. I want it to cover the top seam line and be about 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch. Let's see, where's the other? There's the top seam line. About, if you can see this, shows better on the green. But here's my sewing line right there. I want this at the top there. I want it to completely cover the seam line at the top and extend about 1/4 of an inch. So actually I want this one a little closer, maybe more like maybe 1/8 of an inch away. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is take the hoop out of the machine and take the fabric out of the hoop, trim it and turn it. Okay, pop this out, and I'm just going to trim it about 1/8 of an inch around, just like we did on the other ones. Where's my ribbon? Here it is. It's actually easier to see on the wrong side where the ribbon is. For a second it looked like I caught the ribbon, but I didn't. Okay. Trim some of that bulk out. Okay. This one is easier to turn than the other one because it's smaller. And again, I'm just going to reach in, pull some out. Get my pencil with the eraser and push it through. There. Push it through. Take the tape off. Let's straighten it out. Now this end, the pocket's on the wrong side, but I want to make sure that this top end is pushed through well. So I might use a point turner in order to push it through. Now I'm going to push the pocket to the wrong side, and you could fuse this down or stitch it down if you like. It's not necessary. It's way down in the pocket. It's not going to be subject to raveling, so now I'm going to turn the pocket. Use an eraser. There. There we go. Just press it. And then I'm going to place my snap here just like I did before. And then we have one more to do, which is the green one, which is the filigree, the small filigree, but it works exactly like this one. So let's go ahead and do that one really quick. Okay, let's do the last one now, which is the filigree one, the small filigree. So I've loaded my no-show mesh stabilizer in the hoop, loaded the design into my machine, and I'm ready to get started. I did put the green thread in it so that it matches. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch this. Okay, I'm going to stitch this really fast because the steps are exactly the same as the last one, so I'm just going to flip through them. Okay, all done. Let's turn it, trim it and turn it. Okay, I'm off to press this one, and I'll be right back. Okay, all pressed and pretty, so I'm going to go ahead and make the marks and put in the snaps. I'm going to show you how to put the snaps in this one. So what I'm going to do is put the placement first of the outside piece, and these snaps go in a different place than the last one. So I sort of like where that one's going, so I'm going to push it to make a nice dent. And I'm going to take the awl, make a big hole. Okay, push this end through. If you need to, you can use the screwdriver. Then I'm going to fold this over so that the center of the ribbon is like that at the top. So therefore, then I'll press it in so it gives me the mark where it goes. Because now we're going to put this snap here, the other side of the snap, on the pocket side. So put this through instead of the end like we did the last one. Here's a nice big hole. This time this part of it goes on the inside of the pocket and comes out. If I can find where the hole went. There. Sometimes you need the screwdriver. This is where it's not wanting to pierce easily. This is why it pays to sometimes use the cheap fabric, because the weave isn't so dense and you can work your way through. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to put the female end here. And where's my pliers? Here they are. Take the pliers. The flat end is going to go against this black part, and I'm going to go through all the layers. It's not going to hurt anything. And squash. I do it again. Push down really hard. Okay, so that's on good, and put the male end over here. Again, the flat part goes against the black part. And there. That one's done. Okay. We have 4, and if you put in initials, a 5th, really nice USB holders. So if you have any questions, give us a call at Attic Treasures in Occoquan, Virginia at 703-490-1536, or you can reach me at waltzquilt@yahoo.com if you have any questions. And if you would like a copy of the patterns or the PES files as well as the written instructions for these USB holders, then shoot me an email at waltzquilt@yahoo.com and I'll be happy to send them to you.